Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a super exciting unboxing to share with you. I picked up a Birkin or a Kelly from my home store here in Sydney, which is in this bag here. This is my very first bag that I've been offered from my home store. So I'm really excited to share my experience with you and tell you a little bit of a backstory about it. But I'll do the unboxing first so you can see what exactly I got, because I'm sure a lot of you are here to see what I ended up picking up. And before we get into the unboxing, as always, if you're new here, I am so glad you're here. I'm Isabelle. I do new videos every week on luxury and fashion. So if this is what you like as well, I'd love for you to consider subscribing to my channel so we can be friends. And if you like these sorts of videos, please hit that thumbs up button. That would really help my channel out so I can keep making videos for you. And press the bell notification button as well so you're notified every single time that I upload a new video, and that really helps my channel out as well in terms of algorithms, so my channel does better and it'll give me more motivation to keep going, because I do have a full-time job outside of YouTube and sometimes it is very testing to keep going with the hours involved in running a YouTube channel. So it really motivates me and keeps me going when I see the engagement on my videos and on my channel. So I'd really appreciate that. So with that out of the way, let's get into this massive bag. So I've got the shopping bag here, and this is the box that the bag comes in, and I've also picked up a twilly to go with it as well. So I'll show you that after I unbox the bag. Here my bag is in this beautiful orange box as always, and this is probably not the color that you expected me to get. If you've been following my channel for a while, you do know the types of colors that are on my wish list, but this is not one of them, and I'll again share with you what I ended up going with it. So let's get into the box already. I'm taking so long to get into it. It's upside down, so I'm just gonna straighten the box up that way. Always has the white tissue paper inside the box. Oh, that is the care booklet that just dropped. The bag is in this beautiful dust bag. As you can see, it is quite a small size bag, and I absolutely just adore this size. And inside of the box, there is the raincoat that you can use over your bag when you run into rain. So I usually keep the raincoat in my bag when I'm out carrying the bag. And it has tissue paper, pillow where the bag can sit on, and that's how I store my Birkin. So that is what is in the box. Now for the grand reveal. I feel like this dust bag is way too big for this bag as well, but are you ready to see what it is that I picked up? It's going to be a bit of a shock to most of you, I think, because although I've been thinking about this, I haven't really shared my thought process here on YouTube before. And I'm rambling way too much at this point. I'm sorry if I'm not making any sense, but I am very excited about this bag. And let's just get into it so I can show you what I got. As you can see, look at the color. Isn't that the most unexpected color bag that I picked up? Anyway, and you can see one handle, so you know that it is a Kelly, not a Birkin. And to show you the whole bag, this is what I picked up from Hermès Sydney from my sales associate that I regularly work with. So this is the Kelly size 25 in the color Magnolia in the Togo leather. And the Kelly bag comes in two different styles. This is the retourne type style, which means the stitching is hidden on the inside, so it is inside stitching on the edges. And the other type of Kelly is the cellier stitching, which is sewn on the outside, and you can see the stitching on the outside, and the cellier is a lot more structured and the retourne is a lot slouchier, a lot more relaxed, and I think that the retourne dresses down a lot easier than the boxy cellier. Even my sales associate was surprised when I was happy to see this, because initially what was on my wish list was completely opposite to this bag. So everything about my wish list bag was complete opposite of this bag. For example, I wanted gold hardware, and this is palladium hardware, which is a silver tone hardware. I wanted a neutral, so I wanted a gray or like a grayish color, and my sales associate knows that. And I initially wanted Cellier, which is the outside stitching. So this bag doesn't tick any of those boxes, and you might think I'm just crazy for actually picking up a bag that is completely not on my wish list. But guys, you know that I picked up my Birkin 30 black from Paris last September, and that changed everything. So all of my wishlist videos where I talk about the Hermès bags are before I picked up my first Hermès Birkin from Paris. And because I didn't own any Hermès bags, I didn't really know what I was after really well. As you guys know, with Hermès bags, it's really difficult to go in and try different bags because they don't have them on display and they say they don't have any stock. Now, a lot of people say that they probably have a lot of stock and it's their marketing strategy to tell you that they don't have any. I can't tell you if that's correct or not, but anyway, you just can't access bags like Kelly's and Birkins to just try them on and choose what you want. So I think I didn't really have an idea exactly what I wanted in an Hermès bag. And then after I got my black Birkin, I realized maybe I'll be a little bit scared of a light color bag because I do have a twilly on my Birkin, and I realized how dirty the twilly got after even a couple of months of use. And then I realized I'm so glad that my Birkin is in the black, not in the gray or any other light colors at this stage. I mean, if I had multiple Kellys and Birkins, then I'd be completely okay to have a bag that is in the light color. But when I saw the twilly getting so dirty, I was actually quite happy that I got a really dark bag as my first one. So then I started wondering maybe the cream and the light blue gray colors can wait a little bit until I build up my collection a little bit more. So I wasn't so set on gray anymore after that. And then in terms of color, after I picked up my Birkin in the black, I started watching a lot of videos on Birkin and Kelly's, and the repeated thing that I hear from a lot of YouTubers was that Hermès does colors so well. So a lot of people recommend going for a pop of color when you are going for an Hermès bag. And so after I purchased my black bag, I thought maybe my second bag should be in a fun color, and I would actually prefer a smaller size if I'm gonna go for a pop of color. So that was my thinking. So then I was a lot more open to colors, which I didn't even tell my sales associate about. This was just my thought process. I was talking to my bestie about it, and my bestie and I actually agreed if there was a nice deep purple pink type color that we got offered, that would be probably the color that would go for, or any of the blue tones will be really lovely as well. So I did have this discussion with my bestie. So I was open to more pops of colors at this stage, and this is probably just after I came back from Paris. And then in terms of the size, I actually always thought I wanted a 28, but I was also open to a size 25. And when I saw this 25, I was actually really happy with the size. It wasn't too small, but because it is slightly on the smaller side, I think it will be really nice formal dressy bag as well. And then the last thing, the retourné stitching. I was so set on the Cellier stitching until I started looking up a lot of photos on Instagram, and I decided the Cellier stitching looks like a really proper lady bag, and a lot of the times I dress more casually. For a bag that costs this much, I just didn't want to be only wearing the bag on formal occasions or with dressier outfits. I wear jeans all the time, I wear flowy dresses that are just carefree, beachy, and the more and more I saw photos of the Cellier bag, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love a Cellier bag in the right colors, but when I saw different photos of how people style the Cellier and the retourné styles, I realized with the way that I dress, the retourné is probably not a bad idea. And a lot of people worry that the retourné will not keep its structure really well. But being a size 25, which is a very small size, I feel like the structure loss won't be as significant as in a larger bag. Even size 28, I think, will have a little bit more obvious slouching over time. But I will be happy to report on that once I've used it for a little while. So that is my thought process behind being open to different colors and styles. Anyway, so I go into the Hermès store just before Christmas, to speak to my sales associate about what colors are coming in and whatnot, and the store was so busy on the day. My sales associate straight up told me, and I appreciate his honesty, he just said, we are so busy until like, you know, Boxing Day and everything. So if you want to discuss colors and Kelly bags and whatever, please come in January. I actually really appreciated that instead of him just, you know, rushing me out the door. So he actually told me, he said, I'm sorry, but come back in January. I'll have a lot more time for you. And I know that you're looking for a grey or a grey, so I'll be looking out for that. And then the new year was here and I got the chance to go into the store today. And I went in and he said hi. As soon as he said hi, he said to me, unfortunately, there are just no Cray Kellys coming in at all. The only Cray that's coming in the foreseeable future is one with silver hardware in the retourné style. And with the Cray color, I just specifically really wanted the gold hardware and he knew that. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe that won't be the bag for me. And then in terms of the grayish bluish colors, he couldn't see anything that was coming in. And then I said, oh, what other colors are coming in? I mean, is there anything that is kind of similar to what I want in a Kelly that you can see that's coming in that you can, you know, offer me? And then he goes to me, there is one bag, but I don't think you would like it. That's why I didn't contact you, but it is in the color Magnolia. It's a Kelly 25 in the retourné with palladium hardware. I don't think you wanted a colorful bag, so I didn't bother checking with you, but now you're here, I'll just ask you, I mean, like, is it something that you're interested in? And I said to him, well, Magnolia is a really nice color because I know the color from Instagram and YouTube. And I didn't just want to ask him, can I have a look at it? Because I just didn't want him to bring it out and then for me to say, no, I don't want it. So I thought about it for a minute and then I said, oh, I'm just going to have a look at it because I am open to those pinky purpley colors. After I bought a very neutral bag as my first one, I just thought with the second one, maybe it'll be good for me to get a pop of color. So he goes, okay, well, you don't have to get it, but I'll go and grab it so you can have a look at it. So he was so casual about it and he brought this bag in, and as soon as I saw it, I fell in love with it. You guys know that I absolutely love my floral Zimmermann dresses and play suits, and I could immediately think of so many different outfits that I could pair this bag with. And I was actually just wearing a stripy t-shirt and jeans, and the bag looked even perfect with the jeans that I was wearing. And the color of it, it is a light pinky purple, but it does have some bluish navy undertone to it, and I think that actually makes the bag really wearable. Although it is a pop of color, when you put it against anything, it just popped, but in a really nice way that doesn't look out of place. And I actually prefer the silver hardware with pop of color bags because I think the yellow in the gold sometimes clashes a lot with different colors and they sort of fight for attention, whereas silver is just almost like a white color, so it doesn't really fight for attention against the color of the bag. So in this particular instance, in this particular color bag, in this size, I just thought everything was perfect. I haven't actually seen a retourné Kelly in person, but as soon as I saw it, I just thought I actually really like the retourné. And because it is a small size, like I said before, I just don't see this losing too much structure. So yeah, I am really ecstatic about this bag. So just to quickly show you what it looks like, it comes with that felt there that protects the buckle and the sangles, I think they're called. How cute is this? This is such a nice little dinky bag. It is so cute. And on the inside, it is completely leather lined. I think it is the chev leather on the inside, and that is the shoulder strap, which I'll show you in a minute. Just a random air paper. And then the lock and key is in here. And the inside is pretty simple. There's a large front pocket, so it is quite a generous pocket. It is raised on either side, so there's a bit of a width to the pocket. And just the main compartment there, and behind there is just a zipped compartment. If you have a look at that, is the zipped compartment there. And let me just grab the key and lock. That is the key and the lock, and I'm just going to attach it to the bag and show you what that looks like. So I've got that attached to the bag. I absolutely love the look of the Kelly bag just like that. So the flap is closed over and the sangles are just hanging underneath the flap there. I just think it is so relaxed and gorgeous and effortless. And this is the shoulder strap. So let me attach that and show you. So I've got the shoulder strap attached. It is not adjustable, but when I tried it in the store, it is a perfect drop on my body frame. So that is my very first Hermès Kelly bag. I absolutely love the color, the size and everything about it. I think it is the perfect first Kelly bag to my collection because my Birkin is in a boring color. It is black. So yeah, for now I am very, very happy with my little collection. I have a neutral and I have a pop of color. Yeah, now I'm gonna show you a modeling shot so you can see what the size and the bag looks like on my body frame. So that is the Kelly on the crook of my arm. It is a really good size. A little bit on the smaller side, but it is not a mini bag by any means. For reference, I'm 164 centimeters tall and that's about 5'4". And as a shoulder bag, like I said, I'm very happy where it hits. My hip bone is just here and the bag hits perfectly just at my hip bone. So a very, very comfortable shoulder bag. And it crossbodies really well as well. In my opinion, it is small enough to wear as a crossbody bag. It does sit a little bit higher than your average crossbody bags, but still very comfortable. I think it's because it is in the retourné shape with the soft Togo leather, so it molds to your body quite well. So I would definitely be comfortable to wear this bag crossbody as well. And of course, I have to show you the twilly that I picked up for this bag. I do have some twillies that have some of these pink tones in it, so I didn't want to go for another pink toned twilly. So I went with a colorway that is completely contrasting to the bag. Because of the blue undertones to the purple, this color worked really well with the bag and I just really loved that combination. And just to give you an idea how the colors work, I just quickly wrapped it around just to show you the color combination. It is not a very good job, but you can see the idea of the color combination. Because I intend to wear this bag really casually as well as dressed up, I just think the blue will really tie in the look really well when I'm wearing jeans and denim and everything like that. So that is why I picked up this color twilly. And if I want to go really floral and girly and matchy, I do have a couple of pinky purple twillies as well. So that is the twilly that I picked up. So that is the unboxing of my beautiful Kelly from Hermès. If you haven't already checked out my Birkin unboxing, I'll leave that video on screen so you can check it out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and spending some of your precious time with me today, and I can't wait to see you again soon in my next video. Bye guys!